Hello everybody, this is a short 15 to 20 minute yoga sequence that you could use to open through the shoulders and the hips and mobilize the spine. I recommend we do this in the morning or any other time in the day where you may feel a little bit restricted in your shoulders, hips or spine. Okay, now go ahead and come up onto your all fours position, your thumbs under shoulders, your knees under hips, and then from there find that tabletop position, widening the sitting bones. Now we're going to go for your cat-cow. So exhale as you round. Think of the tail and the nose dropping close together, pressing those lower ribs up towards the sky. Breathing in as you open, lower back stays long, chest pushes forward between the arms. So think of that little bit of lift of the belly button there. Now again, exhale as you round. Press the ground away. Breathe in as you open. Push the chest forward. One more time. Exhale as you round the nose and the tail meet. Hold it there and move back and forth just a little. Good. One last time. Keep pressing the ground away. Come back to neutral. And then from there, push the chest forward between the arms. Hold it here. Same thing. Move back and forth just a little. Have that feeling of shoulder blades coming towards one another. Good. Find that tabletop position somewhere in between the two extremes, and we warm up the legs a little bit. So you're going to walk the hands forward just a touch so there's room behind you on the mat. Extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under and move back and forth. So you should feel a stretch in the back of your legs there, and possibly, if you nod the chin to the chest, in your spine. In your lower back. Good. And hold it there. Now from here, pressing the ground away, we're going to hover the opposite knee off the ground, bring it to the opposite elbow, same side elbow, opposite elbow, same side elbow. I'm holding the plank position. One more time. I hold it here, same side elbow. I'm bringing it down towards the wrist and up. So my hips don't go up as I do this. One last one. And bring the knee all the way down and rest. Whew. Okay, let's try the other side. So extend the other leg back. I go back and forth. Just again, increasing the mobility here a little bit into the back of the body, which tends, the fascia tends to tighten a little bit more when we sleep. Good, and then press the ground away with the hands, but watch that the elbows are pointing towards one another, the eyes of the elbow, right? And I hover this other knee off, opposite side elbow, same side elbow. Opposite side, same side. One last one. Come in here and then down and up. So I just get that by squeezing the hip up. Okay, last one. Hold it here. Step back to your downward dog. Now in your downward dog position, think of widening the sitting bones and bringing the chest closer to the thighs. So notice I bend my knees to do that. That's absolutely fine if you have to as well. It's more important having long spine over straight legs. And then I wrap the shoulders around the spine there. So I feel like the shoulder blades are coming towards one another. Pedal through the heels if your body lets you in. Move your hips if the body lets you in. Breathe. Good. And from there, pause. We're going to go kind of into your cat-cow. Think of a wave from your tail round, go forward into plank. May not be an ideal plank there. So may come slightly over the shoulders, just like I do here, shoulders over wrists. Now bend the knees, widen the sitting bones, send the body back. And again, waving forward. Bending the knees, breathing in, coming back. One last one. Waving forward, bending the knees, coming back. Stop, go back into your regular down dog. Reach your right leg all the way back. Bend both knees. Look where you're going. Step your right foot through between the hands. I'm mirroring you. You're going to bring your left heel down, left foot down, so the heel is level with the instep there. Now windmill the arms up, going to your warrior two. So I'm dropping the shoulders down away from my ears. I'm thinking of dropping the sitting bones and widening through the hips, opening. So my body's kind of stuck in between two panes of glass here, and I breathe. So you can look forward to your right arm, and then we're going to reach forward, forward, forward until we cannot anymore. So I'm reaching to this wall in front of me, and then I'm going to go up, up, and up. So it's forward and up into your Sun Warrior, which does give you an illusion of a back bend. Now breathe here into that front right part of the body. You can look up. If it's uncomfortable for the neck, look down. Now let's work on the shoulders a little bit. Come back to your Warrior Two. Extended side angle, reaching forward one more time. The hand can either come down. If your hips are not letting you in, you can always rest the elbow down on the thigh. The back arm binds behind you. So possibly I'm just wrapping it or just resting it on the back. If this is available to me, I'm going to clasp the hands, possibly look up. If you want to feel more stretch, straighten that front leg. Think of drawing the abdominals in strongly here. Very nice. Now let's go into your twist from here. So I'm going to bring both hands on the inside of the right foot, pivot on the back left heel, come into kind of like this runner's lunge. So my back heel is strong there. Left hand stays where it is, right arm reaches up. Excuse the back view, it's easier to see from the back what's going on. So I bind this back hand over my hip and I look over that right shoulder. Yeah. Now from there, bring both hands once again on the inside of the foot. Now all 10 toes are going to point to the front and slightly inwards as well, slight pigeon toes there. I keep on lifting the tummy away from the ground and reaching the head away from the tail, and I just fold forward. Now it could be lower than this, it could be not as low as this, as long as the legs stay straight and you fold forward from the hips. So we're looking to stretch the hamstrings a little bit there. And let's go ahead and parallel the feet, and we go into the twist from here. So now all 10 toes are pointing front, no pigeon toes anymore. Right hand's going to stay underneath my face here roughly. The hips almost think of turning right. The body's going to turn left. Breathe. If it's in your body today, you can bind that left hand over the hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Nice, you guys, coming back to center. Change sides. So this hand kind of becomes a middle hand. Now my hips turn relatively left as the chest turns right. Good. I bind. And coming back to center. Let's go to that Warrior Two on the other side. So I'm just going to simply walk the hands in. I point the left toes out and just watch that the heel is leveled with the instep there. Windmill the arms. Drop. So it is about depth and about opening through the front of the body here. So it's kind of like my body's stuck between two panes of glass there. So I go into that Sun Warrior, so I reach forward as far as I can and then go up with the gaze, with the chest. Very nice. And just hold it there again, looking up, looking down, whatever's easiest for the neck. Good. And then let's go into extended side angle from here. So once again, I reach forward. I bring the hand down possibly, or maybe elbow resting on the thigh. Remember, that's an option. Reach the other arm up. I bind, possibly underneath the leg if that's available to me. I look up, maybe straightening that front leg. The side is a little tighter for me, so I won't push my body. I will only straighten as far as I can. Very nice. And from here, let's go into that runner's lunge. So I pivot on that back heel. I gaze to the front, and then I'm going to go into the twist. So right hand now goes close to the foot. I reach my left arm up, and again I bind here, looking over the left shoulder, breathing. Nice. And let's slowly come back to center. Walk the hands into the middle one more time and walk your feet in. We're going to come into your Malasana from here. So if your heels are coming off in a Malasana, it's not a big deal. You're just going to take a squat down as far as that's comfortable. And if your heels are here and you don't think this is comfortable, just put a little pillow or something under there, or a shirt. Now let's go into a little bit more shoulder opening from here. So you're going to open through that right arm, open through the left arm. Important that the knees stay open here because this left knee is going to want to come in. Again, if the option is there, you bind, so you clasp your hands behind that right leg. Looking up. Those of you who want to challenge, come up onto the tiptoes here. And rest. And then let's go ahead and do the other side. So same idea here, I get the shoulder inside of the thigh. I bind possibly, And keep opening through the knees away from one another. So keep opening through the hips. Very nice. Good. And coming back to center. Let's do a little bit of a fun challenge here. So we do a crow variation. For this one, the thighs are pushing in as the arms are pushing out. So I'm not looking for that crane variation where your knees are sitting in your tricep. No, it's kind of like a slightly wider version, a little bit nicer. So the hands are placed down. I gaze past my hands. I squeeze the knees in and the arms out. And I hover one, or I hover both of my legs. I keep pressing the ground away. Point the toes, breathe. All right. And then coming down to rest. Nicely done. All right, now from here, we're gonna go back into your down dog. You've got a couple of options. You can walk, step, or keeping the hands here, you can lightly jump back. So should be soundless there as you jump back. And we're gonna go into your pigeon pose. So reaching your right leg all the way back. You're gonna bring the shin as parallel to the front edge of the mat as the body permits. Any knee sensation, you want to go a little bit more in towards the body, so we don't want the knees to hurt here at all. Now from here, slowly come down. You keep reaching the crown of the head away from the foot as you come down, nice and slow. Reach, breathe. The back leg is active. If the body lets you in and you can come all the way down, go ahead, do that. Then we're minding for the stretch in the outer part of your right hip. Your glutes, your piriformis. 2 more breaths there. 1 more breath. Now let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So you want to clear the body away from the legs. So I tuck the back toes under, I rise up a little bit, and then swivel my hips to the right, to your right, and then bring the left leg on top. Now, if this is not available to you, if your left hip is coming up, go ahead and straighten that bottom leg. That's a really nice option and works better for most people in the morning. So I'm gonna stay with that. If you're flexible enough to bend this knee and both hips are staying down, you do this, right? Now you're going to reach the arms up. We're going to go into your open twist. So you twist to your right. Right hand is going to go quite close to your body here. And I breathe in as I lengthen and exhale as I twist. So every single time you exhale, twist a little more. You breathe in, you lengthen a little more. Very nice. And then slowly come back to center. Let's twist the other way, breathing in. And exhale, so twist, give our metabolic system a little bit of a kickstart, a little bit of help, which is really good. And now same thing here, so breathing in as you lengthen it, exhale, you're twisting, looking over that left shoulder. Good. And let's come back to center from here. Now, this knee could be bent, remember, so all you're gonna do is now you can straighten that left leg, and we're going to go into your revolved head to knee on the left side. So you're going to reach the arms up. Don't worry about how, all those head to knee sort of poses. It's just a direction. It's a sense of direction. So I turn until the back of my head points down towards the left knee. I bring my left arm up. I flex the toes and I turn the chest. Now, it doesn't matter. Those of you more flexible might be able to touch those toes. Don't worry about it. If you're not and you're here with me, that's perfectly fine. Keep turning the chest up, keep breathing. And slowly coming back to the center. Good. Now this back right hand is going to go behind me. The fingers pointing away. If you're familiar with the Wild Thing, it's kind of like that. So the hand comes down, I swivel the body in, swivel the arm in front of the body, and then I lift the body up. So the hips go towards, the chest goes back, and there it is in that upper body. It is the Wild Thing, just the legs are doing something different. Gorgeous. Slowly coming down. Okay, remember how we got here? We were in a pigeon. So we're going to go back that way. The hands come down, the back left leg goes behind. I press the ground away, that's really important. And only then I step all the way back into the down dog. Possibly pedaling the heels. See if it feels any easier, wrapping the shoulders around the spine. And then let's reach the left leg all the way back. and go ahead and bring it into your pigeon. So coming down here, flexing the toes towards the knee will help. Yeah, like I said, don't get hung up on that parallel position. It may not be right for your body, and we don't want to torque the knees trying to open the hips, right? That's not the goal. Reach the crown of the head away from the tail, possibly come down if the body's letting you in. All of those things are good. Nearly done, you guys. Good. 2 more breaths. Feel that stretch in the outer part of the left hip. Beautiful. Slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Very nice. So you want to clear that body away from the leg, and then you want to topple the body over to your left and bring in the right leg on top. So like I said, for majority of people, it's not possible to have both sitting bones down here. So if you're comfortable in this position, go ahead, stay here. Otherwise, you're going to extend this bottom leg long. Nothing wrong with that, right? Especially if you're an athlete. Now you're going to reach the arms up, and then from here, we're going to open twist. So go over to the left. Your left hand's going to go behind you just a little. The closer it is to your body, the more intense. Breathing in, prepare, exhale, twist. Open twist a little bit easier, but it doesn't give you such profound sensation of rotation in the body. Very nice. Now reaching the arms up, go the other way. Yeah, so this one's a bit more intense, harder to twist, harder to speak, but you're bringing the hand closer to the body if you want more. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Good. Coming back to the center. So remember, you have that option of having that bottom knee bent. So just go ahead and extend that right leg out. Now from here, we're going to go into that revolved head to knee. So like I said, the names are a bit out there, right? So we're just thinking about the back of the head going in the direction of the knee. So I fold here, I turn, I twist. My goal is to lift the chest up towards the sky and not to come down closer to the leg. If, however, you do have, this is my more flexible side, if, however, I can touch the foot here, I can do that. That gives you nice feedback, but like I said, don't worry if you can't. Good. And then the release is really nice from here. So you're slowly coming up. That hand is going to go behind you, the left hand. The right arm swivels, as if you're on a shampoo commercial there. Big hair flick as you lift the hips up. Gaze back towards that right hand. Lift the chest, lift the hips. Gorgeous. And slowly come down. Okay, and we're going to finish here cross-legged. If cross-legged is not your thing, you don't like sitting like this, you can either have the legs a little bit further away from the body, or you can sit on your heels. Any comfortable position will do. I'm going to choose this. And one of the reasons I'm choosing this, and I want to take the knees a little bit further apart, which of course is also available to you if your legs are wider and in front. Now you're going to reach the arms forward. I'm mirroring you. Last pose here. We're going to cross your right arm on top of the left and bind. So you bind at the biceps, elbows, and possibly wrists. These are your eagle arms. Reach the arms up and away from the body. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn around so you can see how the arms are reaching up and away from the body. You can either hold it here or do 3 cat-cows. Exhale and around. Breathe in as you open. You lead with the elbows. 2 more. One last one. If you want to set intentions for the day, now's a good time. Coming back to center, open the arms, stretch. Change, left on top of right for you. Biceps, elbows, possibly wrists. Don't worry if you can't get here. It's overrated. Reach the arms up and away from you as long as you feel the stretch in the back of the body between the shoulder blades. Hold it, or 3 cat-cows. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One last one. Exhale. Inhale. Open the arms wide. Reach your arms up and overhead. Bring your hands to the heart. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. And for yourself for making time for this practice. Namaste and good morning.